now goes by Bank of America Stadium, or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, it's this one away, and we're off and running from Charlotte. Trevor Etienne to return this. Pretty solid field position starting out.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
On play action, here's Young. Oh, they're going deep here right off the rip. Brought in inside the 20. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Watch out now. Down. Set.
Now Young. On the move, headed right. Took off with it again. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Ready, set.
Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 3.
Young to throw it. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside.
And he's in for the touchdown. Return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquan Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5.
They go play fake with Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in a hurry up here. First down, around with Barkley. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made on the play by the rookie from Texas A&M. That's Nick Scorton.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Eagles first down.
They give to Barkley, left side. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 21-yard line.
Barkley again here on 2nd. This one isn't looking much better. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass complete to Goddard. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. They send this away. On the return, this is ETN. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return. The Panthers take over first and 10.
Okay, ready?
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Come on, set. Trouble, stop 50. Green, set.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
Strike it.
Working quickly here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
Smith,
line.
red. Hut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
To the air on first down. Young. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Offense to the line fast.
Bryce, 97. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut.
Going play action. Young. Headed out right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Third down run by Hubbard. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort. But they're still well short, and this is going to be fourth down.
An 8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Ready.
They're going for it. Young. And he's brought down at the 17-yard. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. First down. Young. Rolling out to his left. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
That's good.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
45. What?
Hubbard. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout.
Ready.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's third and goal.
43. Ready.
It's a designed run for him. Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's fourth and goal.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Set.
Fourth down, pass coming. Caught out wide. And they got the connection, but not the touchdown. He's taken down. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, well, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So it's second down coming up. Hurts from his end zone. He rolls to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. On 4th down, Hurts buying some time right. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Here's a design run.
On the ready.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
97. Trouble, 38. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Young on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. It ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's Smith on the return. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Handle the kickoff. Power squib kick is taken in. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 41-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. A play fake now, Hurts to throw. Barkley's got it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Eagles.
Barkley trying this up the gut. By a man, he's in the clear. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will reach the end zone kickoff. On the return, this is ETN.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Strikers. Hey, red. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Now pitch to Hubbard. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
On second down, it's Hubbard. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
52. Let's go now. Set.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
On the double.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 22 needle. 50 green. Hut.
Zone read. They'll give it to Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10
Slide
at the 18-yard line.
Trail green. Set. Hut.
Young on the play action. Connecting on the slant. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Zone red. Ready.
Trying to get it with the option. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. There he goes again. Into the red zone. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. And I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. Breaks through and breaks away. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
No touch.
They go to Barkley again. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in position. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Keeping it with Barkley on 1st down. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completes this one to Javon Johnson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he brings it in, but got too close to the first. Stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Making the call himself. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Setting up to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. To throw. Headed out right.